What up? What up? Hi, I'm Ellie. The video might be a little slanted. That's okay. I'm doing a car video. Anger in relationships, anger as a emotion in general is something that people are often very uncomfortable with. It's one of the main energies, emotions that we embody as humans that we just like we're afraid of. We don't want to feel it. And so often what happens is when we're angry, we suppress it. We're like, no, 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 you can't be here, anger, no. And we push it all the way down. Here's the thing. You're just pushing it down, pushing it, burying it, and eventually it's gonna explode. What goes down must come up. So anger in relationships, anger in general is not a problem. It is obviously what we do with it. So as a practice, we want to start working with our anger before we get in front of someone. We don't want to suppress our anger. Our anger is really important. It's telling us that our boundaries have been crossed. It tells us that something is happening in which we feel threatened. Okay, this is valuable information. I love it. I love you, anger. Thank you for telling me that someone has crossed my boundaries or that I feel threatened. Beautiful. Okay, now what do we do with that? We want to know. We want to be curious about our anger. We don't want to suppress it. Why are you here? What boundary has been crossed? What is making me feel defensive or unsafe right now? Sometimes what's happening is it's actually the person in front of us that is doing something that is absolutely crossing our boundaries or making us feel unsafe in some way. Okay, cool. So now we know so we have to address that in some reason. But a lot of times what's happening is we are being triggered. Our pain body, the subconscious, the nervous system is being triggered from past experiences, which seem familiar to other experiences in which our boundaries are crossed or we weren't safe. So we have to begin to determine what is happening here. It could be both things happening at the same time. It could be more of our own pain body, our own just nervous system response. And we know that because we will generally be having a reaction to the situation that is way out of proportion to what's actually happening. So for example, like say your partner is late and you are rage, anger is moving through your body. So in this situation, we can obviously see that this reaction is not in proportion to what's actually happening. People are late, right? Happens. All kinds of stuff happens. But here's the most important part. Besides, we want to actually honor and respect our anger because it's really important. It is super good information to know with what's going on, what we need, what we don't want, what we're not going to stand for, all kinds of stuff. But anger, we can actually express our anger in a relationship in a healthy way. Here's how. So first of all, we have to be able to contain ourselves, provide ourselves with our own masculine containment, which means that we can come out of this mental story, this loop, come into the present moment using our breath, grounding ourselves to be right here, right now. Second, know that even though we're angry, we are absolutely still responsible for our actions entirely, our words, our energy, and our actions. And to know that obviously those things are going to be impacting our partner or anybody else we come in contact with for that matter. So anger can actually be expressed with the heart. So if you are feeling anger and you're also connected to your heart, okay, and also you're connected to, if you're in partnership, what it is you're trying to move towards here, because you may be angry, but don't lose sight of what you want, which is hopefully, if you're in a partnership, connection, reaching the depth of love, finding and creating safety with one another. So whatever we're feeling, whatever emotion we're feeling, we don't want to lose sight of that, of what we're actually doing here, what we're wanting. We always want to be aware of, is what I'm doing right now moving me towards what I want or away from it? So this anger is one of those emotions that we can say something and, we can't take it back. I like this example of like your partner, they draw this beautiful artwork on a piece of paper and they spend weeks on it, beautiful. And then you come over and you crumble it up. And then you come to your senses and you say you're sorry and you flatten it out. Is it the same? No, it's not the same. Not the same. So trust is something that we really want to be careful with. We cannot take back what we say. So it's beautiful to start doing masculine practices of mindfulness and meditation, super masculine and super hot, if you ask me, so that we can provide our own masculine containment when we have strong feminine energy like anger moving through us. And the more that we do this, the more that we're not afraid of our anger, and actually we respect it and honor it for its information that it has for us. And we don't wait until we get into situations where we feel angry with other people, and we do these practices beforehand. We do the masculine practices of meditation, mindfulness, using our breath, bringing our attention fully into the body, into the present moment, and quieting this mind, because the stories, the meaning, which mostly are not true, are really feeding that energy. So learning that too, we don't want to feed the anger. Okay, we want to be present with it. We want to be curious about it. We want to listen to it. We definitely don't want to feed it. The mind is feeding it. So learning how to quiet that mind. It takes time. It's just like going to the gym, working out a muscle, it takes time, but you can do it for sure. So yeah, we can express anything from a place of love. And this is why the feminine practice, so we talked about the masculine practice, mindfulness, meditation, present moment. Feminine practice, activating the heart, because we can actually feel love through any other emotion. I will admit, anger is a hard one. It's a tough one, but we can do it. You can do it. So when we're expressing our anger to our partner, but our heart is open, we're connected to the love. We haven't forgot our mission here in this relationship to pour into each other, to, have a good relationship. Yeah. We can express our anger, and we should express our anger from a place where our heart is open, from a grounded place, making sure we have cleared out this story in our mind. We're not running on just the wild mind, just making stuff up. We want to know what is actually happening here. And remember that we are responsible for what we do with what's going on here. We can actually express to our partner our anger, and that is going to benefit the relationship. Yeah, if you're angry at your partner for doing something, the worst thing that you can do is just bury that, and you don't want to cause problems in the relationship, so you don't say anything. No, you're still angry, and your anger is going to grow. So the best thing to do is to come into the present moment, quiet the mind from those stories, allow yourself to feel your anger, get the information you need from it so you have more clarity, and then express to your partner in a grounded way, with an open heart, with the intent to move towards greater depths of love and connection and trust in the relationship. Move from here, speak from here. But anger is not a problem. It's a super normal human experience that we're going to have, and it's all about what we do with it. Okay, so yeah, and just masculine containment on both sides. If we're going to have a thriving relationship, I'm talking sacred union, I'm talking conscious relationships, I'm talking relationships that thrive. You just want to drop all those names. We have got to, both partners need to provide their own masculine containment for themselves. So that's what's up. Okay. If you like this video, I would love it if you would like it. I would love it if you would support me by subscribing. Speak to me in the comments. Let me know, how do you do with anger? What do you do when you're angry? Okay, I would love to connect with you soon. That's for sure.